Hey guys, thanks so much for joining me for a Sunday series today. I decided on a great title, and it's going to be called A-Lister Sunday Series, Sell More Jewelry. So I'm really glad that you came back. This is the third installment. I think it's been doing really well because I think we're motivating each other to sell more of our hoards. Now, I took you up on a challenge, or I presented a challenge to you guys last time about all of the statement necklaces that I had in those two bins and how they were overflowing. And I went ahead and listed probably 10 or 15 of those, and I sold quite a bit of jewelry that week, but I actually sold a statement necklace that I never even wanted to list because it was wood, because it looked quite dated. It looked like it was something from the 90s, but I put it up on Etsy and it sold within those 2 days for $23. It sold for $19 and then $3.50 to ship it. So I thought it was great that it kind of proves that you just never know what others like. You just never know whether something's going to sell or not until you actually list it. And again, it's all about the wording that you want to do. The presentation, we talked about props, we talked about staging. So that's all important. But today I'm going to actually talk about words and how important they are. I have made a video before about attenuation and how we can attenuate some of our words when we communicate with others. Well, in sales, it's all about words as well. So let me welcome you to the channel. I'm really glad you're here. It looks like a few people have popped in already. If you are new to the channel, I hope you will take the time to subscribe and hit the bell right there next to the subscription button, because when you do that, you will be notified immediately when I put up a new video or when I go live as today. And today you can actually talk to me. We can chit chat back and forth in real time, and your comments are super important for the rest of us to learn as well. But I also want you to bear in mind that when we do go dormant, it's extremely important that you come back to the comment section and share with us what you know about anything we present. I'm going to present you a tiny little haul today. Anything we present or anything we talk about, if you know anything about marketing and sales, give it to us in the comments as well. We all want to learn more and more. Let me see who popped in and what you're saying in the chat real quick. Okay, it looks like Leslie's here. Thanks so much for being here. Oh, I really appreciate that. Thank you so much. And let me see who else is here. Kimmy and Barbie Crafts. Thanks so much for being here. I really appreciate you being here, Barbie. I know how busy you are with your auctions and all of that as well. So if I don't say hello to you, it's because I am using a small device today. I'm using my iPhone. I am still in Chicago. I'll be leaving shortly. So I just want to thank you all for being here. I really, really appreciate it. And again, just leave me your comments in this comment section. I will read them later. And come back again, like I said, when it is dormant, so that we can all learn from each other. So what I wanted to tell you today, guys, is that I am not here to tell you how to do it. I'm just telling you to do it. Okay, I have been selling on eBay for over a dozen years. I am a power seller. I made power seller status in 3 months because I kept listing. I always listed handbags and jewelry. That's something that I absolutely love. So it's very easy to sell what you love, but you can also sell what you don't love if you do use the proper words. And some of the things I want to talk about is, and I did do some research. I wish I had some way to what do you call it? Share the screen so we could all see these listings together. But we've all seen them where people will write things like very used when you can say pre-owned. People will write things like worn instead of saying pre-loved, because all of that really plays into whether or not someone's going to hit that buy button. They're not going to look any farther if you say very used or if you say old. We all know that the euphemisms, the ones that are accepted for sales, are vintage, quaint, antique. So try to, get yourself used to using that kind of verbiage. I've seen it. I saw it on Etsy. I saw it on Posh. People just downgrade their own items, or they'll say things still has a little life left in it. Why would you say that about your item that you want to move? You don't want to say that. You want to say something positive. You always want to give it the positive spin. And that will really help you with your sales, I think, because especially in sites like Etsy, where people do have room to write a little paragraph, a little blurb about their item. And they go to Etsy for a special reason. They go there because they know that they're looking for something special and they're going to find it there. Whereas at Poshmark, you are a little bit more limited. You only have a few characters to play with. It's kind of like being on Twitter or something, so you really have to be careful. And everything is already kind of categorized, so you don't have to put it's a blue topaz or this or the other, because it's already there. But I do it anyway, because a lot of people don't search blue topaz sterling silver. They just put maybe a prom necklace or something like that, or after 5 wear or something like that. So you also want to see it written in your description, even though we've already categorized it, and eBay does that as well. You want to mention it. You want to mention that it is sterling silver, and you're not only mentioning it, you're reiterating it. So that's really important that they come back and see that. Or another thing that I like to do is I always fit, if there is something that's fairly worn and it's got metal wear and that kind of thing, and a handbag is always a question as well, but right now we are doing jewelry. But if I say it has maybe some dead rhinestones, because that's the term they use, dead rhinestones. So I will say something, I always end it with, the integrity of the piece is not compromised in any way. The beauty of the piece is still retained. That's really, really important to always sandwich your description, okay? Always start it fabulous, say its flaws, but don't say them negatively, spin it positively. And then sandwich it with the good. The integrity of the piece is not compromised. The beauty of the piece is still retained. So you always want to laud its properties in the beginning and in the end. And of course, you do not want to fool anyone. You don't want their expectations to be higher than what you're going to deliver. Hey, how are you, Elizabeth? Thank you for being here. But, you know, you want to be truthful, but you also want your item to sell. So how many of you guys actually listed necklaces last time, or anything? We did the first installment and I challenged us to start listing one thing at a time. I hope you did. I hope you did that, because that's the only way you're going to sell, is to list it. It will not sell if you do not list it. Guys, again, let me ask you to hit the thumbs up if you just walked in. Don't forget to hit it when you leave as well. If you got to get going, I got to get going in a couple of hours. I do have some more notes here that I want to make sure that that I don't miss. And I wanted us to go through this tiny little haul. I got a whole bunch of bags, guys. I'm so excited to get these home. These two came from my son. He was so sweet, so kind to have these waiting for me for Christmas gifts. I'm so excited about that. And then we went yesterday and I got more. I got this bag full. And you saw what was in my bag. Those are from the counter, what was in my bag last night. These are actually jewelry bags. And they were half price. Oh my gosh, I could not believe my luck. They were half price. The entire store was half price. So this was marked 9, which is still cheap. What do I pay in Houston, guys? $50. So I got it for $4.50 basically. And they're not huge, and I love that they're loose because you can really kind of see a few things in there. But you always get surprises anyway. We're going to open one today, and we're going to talk about keywords while we're doing it. So I'll give you spontaneously what first comes to my mind, okay, about a keyword with what I'm picking out. Here's another one. This one seems to have a lot of pendants, and this one was also $4. They had one other one that I was going to get, and then I said, oh, look, there's a pretty key. Really nice little old world key in there. They had another one that I think it was going to be $3, and I should have got it after all. But it was all key rings, and I thought it was jewelry. And I said, oh, I'm not going to get that one. But I should have, now that I think about it, because key rings sell too. This one's all bracelets, but it doesn't look like a bunch of those really skinny bangles. It looks like interesting bracelets, all kinds of stuff in there. And this one was also, this one was only $3.50. So now I got to lug these back home, guys. And this one has some interesting things too. It's got a few shell bracelets, necklaces rather, but it's got a copper piece here. And I'm just super excited to get it. This one was $20, so there better be something good in there, but actually it was $10 because I did get it for half. Is the stream okay, guys? Excuse my hand going up here and flipping. Hi, Lydia. Thanks for being here. Yes, I'm so excited. Hi, Tammy. Thank you so much for being here. So we're gonna open the small one of the small ones that my son gave me, and this one was really cool because it's a lot of black. Remember I told you I was starting to organize all my black and white jewelry, and there's a lot of black and white in this one. Super happy about that. We're gonna open the little one. We're just gonna quickly end the show with how would we keyword these items. Now I have told you before, in the last show we talked about how keywords can be overrated. I think that people who really use keywords are, the people that search for, I don't know, kind of like resellers really overdo the keywords. They really, really do. I think pictures are important. I think one or two obscure keywords, not so much like gold tone, double curb, long, 3 triple strand necklace or whatever, but other words like what we talked about. I think that's important. What we talked about, attenuating. Do not say it's old, say it's vintage. Do not say it's worn. Say, what is that other one? Minimal signs of wear. I like to write that. Minimal signs of wear or use. Unless, of course, it's really worn. And if it was really worn, would you want to sell it? No. Okay, here's an interesting bangle. Oh my gosh, it's one of those rattle bangles. And I just sold one on, and it's nice and small. How would this fit? I don't even think it'll fit me. But look how pretty that is. And it's got a rattle. So of course you'd put rattle. These are now also very popular. They've come up with new jewelry for mothers. For new mothers, remember we talked about the teething ones? These are old world mother-baby jewelry, really. Because this is a rattle bangle. So, yeah, rattle bangle, I would put that. I would put antiqued. Instead of gunmetal, I even like the antiqued metal better. I think that just sounds a lot better. I think it sounds more alluring, more desirable than gunmetal, in my opinion. So that's one thing I would do there. And, oh, here's a pretty one. This is actually very worn. And so it's got a little copper showing through it. So I would put signs of use, but very quaint with the copper shining through. So, or a copper metal blend, because it's very attractive. It's a curved design. And some people do like copper jewelry. So I would laud its properties. It actually has copper peeking through it. Oh, here's some plastic bangles. These are pretty. These are very pretty. Rose gold. Dainty, feminine. Also, they're a nice size. Bring that out too, because some of these bangles are so big, some people can't wear them. So I would definitely mention that. Let me take a drink, guys. The weather here is so bad on your skin. I feel like I have sandpaper hands right now, and I've only been here 3 days. And my throat is dry every second. So please excuse me while I take a drink. I love the snow. It's beautiful. It really is beautiful. But it's killing my skin and my throat. Okay, here's another really pretty one. Now this has sort of a biker vibe to it, or a rocker vibe. So I would put that. What would you put? What would be the keyword that you would like for this bangle? I think it's cute. Here, this one's pretty too. This one has sort of a gold tone metal, and then some threading around it. So definitely boho, but you know, that's overused. That's why I'm saying, give us some new ideas. I think, oh, I have never gotten one of these, especially packaged, but it's not too bad actually. You know what I would do? We're going to talk about packaging in the next couple of episodes. I have several themes that I'm going to do for my other shows. One of them is packaging, and I would take this out. I really would, because paparazzi is not that well loved. It really isn't. And I would probably put a charm on it. I think it would sell faster. Okay, so this, everybody knows what these are. They've seen them everywhere. Some people don't even bother to sell them, but they sell. I would put iconic. I would put folk art, religious, Catholic. I wouldn't put it all in one listing though. That's just it. I feel like people overdo it and they put a whole line of Catholic, metal, folk art. I would put one thing at a time, and then of course I would take it to another venue. If I want to put it on Etsy, I'll word it a different way. I don't use the same wording for Etsy and eBay at all. Oh, these are pretty. This is a little bundle of those beads. They are all stretch, and they're those paper beads, but they're really pretty colors. I really like these. And the stretch is really nice and taut. Again, probably, this one has a little brand too. It almost looks like it says Stella and Dot, but I don't know. It's really cute. And of course you would do, if it's a good brand like Stella and Dot, you're gonna put that first, definitely. But they're not all good brands, and we get a lot of this stuff. We really do. Oh, here's a nice charm bracelet. Oh, this one's so cute. It's got airplanes, aviation. You wouldn't just put airplane, you'd put aviation, because people love this stuff. Nostalgia. Maybe Dad was a pilot. Maybe they were. You know, why just put airplane? Doesn't aviation sound a lot more romantic? A lot more important than airplane? Okay. This is cute. Something like this. No, I wouldn't put plastic beads. Of course I would in the description, but in the title, I would say something like pink, feminine, glitzy, prom. Let's not forget prom. People still go hunting for prom jewelry. It's still a very special day, no matter what anybody, you know, talks about it. It really is. It's coming up in the spring. Evening. Even though they're wearing them in the daytime, laud that, because it's really blingy and pretty, and the prettiest pink ever. Oh, this is interesting. It's a little stretch bracelet. It's got a tiny little charm. I can't really make it out right now, what it says or anything. And then here's some more. This one has a feather. It looks like they probably all went together. And instead of just saying boho, I would say something like 60s inspired, or 70s inspired, or remnants of the 70s. What do you call it? Holdover from the 80s. Things like that. Instead of just 80s. Put it in a phrase. Oh, this is cute. This is really pretty. I would say mod on this, even though it's not mod from the 60s. It's definitely a mod look. So I would put 60s inspired mod stretch. Really pretty. Okay, we still have more. Drop my cute little bag. Sorry guys, I keep stepping out of there. Oh, this is cute. It is busted. It's Brighton. I get so many Brighton watches. I need to start fixing them and selling them. Look how cute. That's really nice. Blingy stuff. Yeah, bling. Is it? I don't know. Glam. I like glam. Glamorous. Just to use the whole word glamorous. Blingy's good too, but glamorous just connotes more of more importance, more high end than bling. Ooh, this is pretty. Greek revival, I would say on this. What would you say? Look at those leaves. That's a beautiful bangle. It really is, and it is a rich 18, 22 karat gold color. I love it. That's what I would say with this one. That's really cute. Cuff. Definitely cuff. Wide cuff. Bold cuff. That is nice. That's a very nice one. Here's a little stretch one. I see this and I think Moana, even though you can't use those kind of words. But I would definitely say beach and tropical and so forth on things like this. And I don't really list that kind of stuff usually by themselves. There's a lot of things you do not want to list by itself. It's not worth it, you know, but there are a lot of things that you do. Gather all of these. Ooh, this one's beautiful. And it has but it looks like it's cracked. Oh my gosh, it's an Hermes. I would sell this cracked. Hermes. This is definitely Hermes. Oh wow, it's mother of pearl. It's mother of pearl, and the piece of pearl is mother of pearl is missing, but this is absolutely genuine, and I would sell it as such. And how would I attenuate damage? Oh, slight defect. That's what I would say. Slight defect. The integrity of the piece is not compromised in the least. I would still wear this. It says Hermes right there, clear as day. It's so pretty. Look at that gold tone. And it is so weighty and substantial. I love it. And everybody wants a piece of Hermes, even if it's damaged. Because we're not going to tell them it's damaged. We're going to say a slight flaw. Not even a defect. There you go. See, I even rethought my own words. Slight defect. Slight flaw. Minimal flaw. And these pretty bangles we all get. Laud them, guys. Parade them. Arm candy. Arm candy. Stack of the day. Use things like that. Don't say a whole lot of bangles. Bunch of bangles. That sounds like you just want to throw it away. And we don't want to throw away our stuff. We're not, I mean, I don't feel like we should just be searching constantly for that one sterling silver or gold. I mean, what a waste of our time. And that's why our hoards are growing. Because we really need to appreciate what we do have and how it will sell. Go and look at my Instagram, guys. If you're not following me on Instagram, please do. And go see some of the things I put in there that have sold that, oh, this one looks like gold. It's really pretty. Probably not. I don't have my magnet. No, there's a seam on it. But it's super cute. Very rich gold. And I love using the word rich as an adjective for the jewelry. Rich gold, rich colors, vibrant. Okay? So what I'm saying is don't discount everything you get. We get more of the everyday mundane than we get of the home run, right? That's why it's a home run, because it comes around once in a while. But we're growing and growing our hoards. So we really have to be confident that we can sell these and that we can make others want them. That's the most important part. These two. These are pretty. This little motif here with the warding off of the evil eye, very popular still. Stack it with the others. Get rid of them sell them for $10 or $15. I paid, this came out, well, that was $9. But when you think about it, these are maybe 50 cents each, 10 cents each, nothing. And you're making your money back, and that way you can still keep buying your little bags and hope for that home run that's bound to come, because it usually does. This is a cute charm bracelet. Oh, this is really pretty. Now this one has an infinity symbol. It has sort of a daisy. You guys see that? Oh, I love that. It's got sort of a daisy, a musical note, some pearls, very nice thick curb chain. Charm bracelets are very popular. People still want them, but you can say a charm bracelet kicked up a notch. Kicked up a notch with some glamorous infinity rhinestones. This is actually enameled. Enameled and embellished sunflower. Describe it, because like I said, when you're buying online, you don't have the luxury of looking at it, touching it, feeling it. If it's weighty, say weighty. I hate buying things that are flimsy. It's happened to me. I didn't ask all the questions I should have. But maybe someone could have sold something faster if they had put it's weighty. Especially if you're selling something sterling. They want to know if it's hefty. They want to know if it's hollow. That kind of stuff. A lot of these Fitbit things. I don't know. Maybe somebody will want those too. I'll have to look. and try selling one of those one of these days. All right, the rest of this is a lot of these stretchies, but they're pretty. Okay. Beaded. Beaded choker. But I would inspired 60s hippie, boho overused. Use bohemian. Use the entire word. Okay? All right, guys, I think I'm going to leave you with that because I do want to make these videos short and concise. I talked to you about that before, that I want to convey to you that time is of the essence. We are pressed for time. We spend a lot of time in front of the auctions. I do too. I love watching the auctions. I love buying. I love finding new things to wear and keep and resell. But I am also inundated. The walls are closing in on me with all of those racks and drawers and bins and jewelry boxes full of jewelry. So I want to take the time, at least a Sunday, the very first part of Sunday, and I won't be able to help Elizabeth today at her showcase because I will be flying out. I'll be heading to the airport around 6, so I won't be able to help her, but I do like to take my Sunday morning to do that. Like I said last time, I like to take out one item, whether it's earrings, sometimes whether it's bracelets. Today I wanted to talk about words. Words are very, very important. You must attenuate your words. You must convince your buyer they need what you're showing them. They don't know what they need. They don't know what they need until you tell them what they need. They don't know how fabulous that piece of jewelry is until you tell them how fabulous it is. They don't know to overlook that tiny little flaw on that Hermes bracelet. That may be the only time they'll be able to afford an Hermes bracelet, because Hermes bracelets run, I think, start at $500 and they are only gold tone. They're not even gold filled. So if someone can buy one for $80, you bet they're going to get it. You bet they're going to get it. So I really appreciate you being here. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to hit the like button. And don't forget to hit the notification button on your way out so that you can be notified for the next live. And I do have a jewelry and jar for you. I have 2 actually that are recorded and they'll be coming up this week. Thank you guys again so much for everything. Have a wonderful week. Bye.